When Detroit took the other Sanders, I saw a big grin come across your face.
I was so happy but I was kind of scared. I thought Detroit was going to take me. I would have asked for so much money that I had to put me on layaway.
On layaway, uh-huh. No
We
baseball
went back
leverage
inside,
there,
sat
huh?
down, had a few drinks, but all he kept talking about was glory days. Well, I'll pass it by, glory days, and the wank of a young girl's eye, glory days.
How do you pay, man? If you don't write checks, how do you pay these guys?
Straight cash, homie.
Pass you by, glory days, and the wank of a young girl's eye, glory days, glory days. Well, they'll pass you by, glory days.
Welcome back to the off season of Glory Days. Today's sponsor is... We're now taking a break for a message from our sponsor, Flex Tape. Flex Tape is a super strong water-type tape that can fix anything. It's so strong it can even patch up a sinking show. So if your show is starting to fall apart, just slap on some Flex Tape and it'll be good as new. This joke is funny because it plays on the idea that Flex Tape is a miracle product that can also fix anything. It also makes fun of the fact that many shows start to lose viewers after a time.
Unless you never had any in the first place, baby.
We have listeners.
AI, that was deep. That was insightful.
It was, well...
For a
no.
robot. Okay, I've got this one writing... This AI is writing layered jokes. Dillon's AI can't even predict who's going to win the Super Bowl. So...
This, as a show, we've not done this in the past, and I think this is maybe why we haven't cracked millionaire status yet. I was going to say hood, but that doesn't make sense. And it's because we're shitty at transitions. But as I've just ruined a good transition, we, on today's episode, are going to have AI predict every division, and we will discuss.
I love it. Let's open it up.
So we have chosen Bard, Google's AI, because it was the one that asked the least amount of questions to start doing this a minute ago. So here we go, Bard. Fuck you, ChatGPT, and I don't get why my social needs to be involved. I'm just trying to find out how the Bears will do. Rolling right into this, we are going to start with the predictions from Google Bard for the NFC North in 2023. We have at 1, the Detroit Lions. At 2, the Green Bay Packers. At 3, the Minnesota Vikings. And at 4, the Chicago Bears.
I don't think I like that placing.
Does it Does it give you a reason why?
Yeah, you know what? This is Google Bard's bad. So the Lions are the early favorites to win the division in 2023. They have a young and talented roster led by quarterback Jared Goff, running back DeAndre Swift, who is gone, wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is there. The Packers are defending division champions, which is not true, but they lost. So I think I have to ask it for 2024.
Jesus.
Because this is clearly last year.
Let's find out, because that does not sound like Bard took into account that
Aaron Rodgers is gone. Because it's about... Well, it says the health of Aaron Rodgers is a big question mark for the Packers. So he wasn't even hurt last year. He was just bad.
Smoking peyote in a fucking hobbit hole.
I get why Bard's free. Okay, here we go. This actually has... Here we
Chicago
go.
Bears are number 3, I can tell already.
The Detroit Lions are number 1. The Minnesota Vikings are number 2. The Chicago Bears are number 3. The Green Bay Packers are number 4. So basically when it talks about, it gives a little spiel and it literally just mentions who the quarterbacks are. I don't know what's happening. It's having a conversation with itself now. Because it just said, I think your prediction.
Sentient?
No, it says, I think your predictions are a bit off. Here are my predictions. And now it has Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago.
Oh my god! How many
Like it's
guys
putting
are
Green
you
Bay
talking
number
to?
one?
Yeah, this doesn't. Bard's in it. Okay, reset. I'm gonna reset this chat.
While he's doing that,
Throw
Keaton,
water on
what-
your computer.
What order do you think that these 4 teams are going to fall into in possibly the worst division in all of football? That's a joke. AFC South is the worst, but AFC or NFC North.
Yeah,
pretty
I'll
bad.
give you the
This just
human
keeps telling me.
version.
This just keeps telling me that Aaron Rodgers is the reason that Green Bay is going to win this division, which would be a crazy turn of events.
Or the reason that they will lose it because he's not there.
What's the
so
Glory Days email address?
you do not sign us up for any form of Terminator football shit. Glory Days DKT at gmail.com.
Glory Days. You guys talk about this division. I got this. DKT.
Yeah, Dillon, Keaton, Tristan.
Oh,
It's DTF.
Dick, cock, and taint. The K is cock is spelled like Mortal Kombat.
K is a knife.
So, yeah, for that. NFC North, brought to you by good old Skin and Bones. My number one is probably staying the Minnesota Vikings.
Real quick, can you verify it? I don't have the email logged in.
I sure can.
But yeah. You have Minnesota at 1. I'll shut up until you're done. But
Well, aren't they one of the only teams in that division that got double-digit wins last year?
yeah, but 8 of them were by 1 score. Teams usually regress.
Yeah, so everybody else in that division regressed. And they stayed fucking normal, I guess. So I've got them number one. Just too much firepower. Email has been verified. So you're good to go.
Cool.
My number 2, I'm probably going to go with those Detroit Lions. Just, I don't think those suspensions are going to, like, hinder them too much. That defense just needs to do anything.
I just combined all of our names into this, by the way.
Oh, cool.
We're Drill Tauntan.
You've created a monster.
My number... Oh, God. Why don't you ask the AI to make us a fun nickname?
I just did.
Oh, Lord. Number 3, I'll have fun with it. I'm going Chicago. I'll go Chicago. I'm wrong, but I'll go Chicago. Number 4 is Packers, and I think Jordan Love's their quarterback.
Yeah.
And
Yes, he is.
yeah. That team's been too blessed at the quarterback position.
There's no way they get a third.
Chicago.
Like in a row. No. Wait, what?
They don't
Chicago will
get
have
third
three.
and like...
Oh, no. There's no way Green Bay just has a third Hall of Fame quarterback stepping into it in a row.
I bet you after one season, he is the best quarterback in the NFC North.
Well, yeah,
Starting.
because Jared Goff and Kirk Cousins are both going to be gone.
You guys
Yeah.
are idiots.
So that's how the NFC North plays out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chat GPT predicty that.
It just said Keaton's an idiot.
Okay. Anyone could. Even a fucking broken clock is right twice a day.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, yeah, dude. It just says I can't predict future events. It's cut off as September 2001.
Yeah.
Or 2021.
Oh, I was going to say
Put it down and make it
2001.
watch just NFL films for a day.
No, so that was pointless. Now it has our information.
Well, anyway, moving on. I agree with Keaton. Minnesota will win the division. Detroit will be second. Green Bay will be third. And Chicago will finish last with 4 wins.
I think Chicago gets 6 wins this year, and I think that'll nuzzle them in at 3. I think Minnesota will be around 8 wins. I think Detroit will win 10.
See, if you look at Detroit's schedule, they have a lot of cold weather outdoor games towards the end of the year, and they don't thrive away from home.
But boy, do they thrive at home.
Oh,
What are
yeah.
you talking about? The last game of the season, they played the coldest game of the regular season and won.
Yeah, against Green Bay in a
Outdoors.
mean-nothing game.
Winner go into the playoff. Oh, no. Green Bay won and went to the playoffs.
Yeah, it didn't mean anything to Detroit. They were out.
Yeah, cause
That takes more away from what you're trying to say. It meant something to Green Bay. They had to win that game. They lost.
Yeah, they lost because Detroit was better.
but this game was outside.
In cold
I'm
weather.
aware.
So
I didn't
Detroit
say
can
they
win
didn't
games
win.
in cold weather.
I didn't say they can't win games. I'm saying if you look at their stats versus home or warm weather games versus cold weather games, they
What
didn't
was the
fare
stat?
well.
What is it though? Is this just off the top of your head? You're assuming because you've kind
So
of just lost.
I'll play into this here. Jared Goff all last season played much better football at home in the dome. Like that was a thing. Just I leverage that in fantasy. So I think that's what we're leaning into a bit here around the at home, not at home piece. But like I'm just gonna ride with it. Detroit Lions defense is the one that needs to have a shift here.
Yeah.
Jared Goff and that offense still scoring 30 points only to get 35 scored on them.
Yeah,
That's
I
where I'm
agree.
going with this.
Yeah, their defense will be better, but I don't like them in cold weather. Cold weather outdoor games, don't like it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think they'll win the division. I think Minnesota will be second, but I don't see Minnesota winning a ton. Oh yeah, wow, Jared Goff had a fuck ton of touchdowns at home.
Yep. Yeah, this was a thing.
Not a huge difference in yardage, but
He helped send me to my fantasy playoffs with one of his crazy little at-home showings. It was delightful. 10 wins, though, for the Lions. Walk me through that. You just pulling that number from thin air? Have you looked at their schedule? I know you get 2 gimmies against the Bears. What do we get the other 8 from?
they'll split.
Another
with the Bears.
2
The Bears
from
will
the
split.
Packers.
The Bears will split with everyone in this division. Lions will. I think the Lions split a lot. I think they'll win enough outside. Just somebody has to win double digits in the division.
So they're
Somebody
getting
has
3
to.
wins from the division, and you're saying 7 wins are coming from elsewhere.
Yep, I am. They.
All right, you guys pull up the NFC West or East or South. I'm pulling up the fucking Lions schedule here.
Let's not forget, guys. I call the best, right? Like I don't get why you guys think I'm wrong with stuff. I'm
You're
always
the only
just
one who
so
picks
much more
against his
right
own
than you.
team. You're the only one
That's
who
just-
picks against his own team.
That's not true. Also,
No,
you copy all of my picks.
We're rolling this right now. And Dillon, start the fucking prediction list because it's happening. Week 1, Lions. Nice, easy out-of-division game. One of their potential 7 wins. They play the fucking Chiefs. Who we got? This is the NFL season opener, by the way. So
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Super Bowl
they get-
hangover. They just roll
I got to go to...
them.
This is
0-1.
his pick here. Okay,
Okay,
0-1.
let's roll through
No.
this.
We're rolling through it. Okay.
Yeah, I know. 0-1.
So their second game, they
Seattle.
are at
They'll go
home.
1-1.
Okay, so they're beating Geno Smith,
Yes.
who's got to travel. Okay,
Then
Falcons.
they'll beat Atlanta.
Okay,
Yep, then
This is
they'll
a
beat Green
division
Bay.
game against the Packers. Then we go to the Panthers. They host.
They'll win. So what? We're sitting now at 4-1. They'll
Yep.
beat the Bucks 5-1.
On the road.
Yes, with Baker Mayfield starting. Yes.
Okay. Then they
They-
travel to M&T Bank. Easy win.
Yeah, they will beat Baltimore in Baltimore.
Okay. Yeah.
They'll beat Vegas.
So they host Vegas. Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
saying.
So they're
right now,
already.
I want
they're
to
already
talk
at 9
about.
wins.
We're 10 weeks into the season,
Oh, yeah.
and the
And they're the
Lions
best team
are
in the NFL.
fucking
7-1.
hot.
Yeah, they're 7-1.
They are NFC powerhouse right now.
Yeah, they'll lose to the Chargers in LA.
That's where things get soaked here because now tell me what happens November 19th when they host the Bears.
They'll
Pick
beat the
against
Bears
the
in
new
Chicago.
Okay, so they have a bounce back week after. Oh,
You
sorry.
know what? No, they'll split with the Bears. They'll sweep the Packers. They'll beat. I think they'll sweep the NFC South.
Okay.
Yeah, 10
Okay.
wins makes a ton of sense here, guy.
If they were anybody but the Lions, yeah. And that statement's not rude.
They
That-
finished.
that-
They
there's
finished
weight
the
in
season
that statement.
7-1.
Yeah, but they started the season 1-5, didn't they, or 1-6?
Yeah, like 1-6 or something. But I don't know. I'm
They're
just
the
saying it's realistic. I don't.
They're
I
the
think they'll be
opposite
better
of
than the
old
Vikings.
Chargers. They're the opposite of the old Chargers. Remember the Chargers used to start off super hot and then lose the last 8 games of the year? The Lions lose the first 8 games of the year and then bounce back in the last 8.
I
I'll
just
tell
got
you this,
told
though.
they go fucking 9-1.
I'll tell you this
So-
though, they are a guaranteed win in Week 7. They will beat the fucking brakes off the Ravens, and then Dillon will say it's because the Ravens were hurt and it was the practice squad.
Hey, by week 7,
And-
it might be the practice squad.
Tyler Huntley will be starting by this point.
Hey, put some respect on his name. That's a Pro Bowl quarterback. No other team in the NFL
That's-
has two Pro Bowl quarterbacks. None.
Is Tyler Huntley even re-signed with them?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's at the OTAs.
That's
Dude, if they beat Kansas City because there's a Super Bowl hangover, the Miami Dolphins will be sweating. The 72 Dolphins.
They'll be worried.
yeah. Dude, that'd be so cool if they did.
Anyways, I think they're gonna win that division.
Okay, totally fair. Should we jump over to another one here?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, drum roll. NFC East. Boom.
Ooh.
D. Gary,
Oh,
walk me through it.
Philly gets first. Dallas gets second. Commanders get third. Giants finish last.
Did you guys hear that the Commanders need to there's an issue with their name and they can't get the copyright or the trademark, so they have to strike up a deal with the placeholder, or else they might have to change their shit again.
Just be the football team. That was way funner.
The football team was dope. The Commanders a bad name.
Yeah, it is. Stupid name.
They got a
Football team
fun.
it
Their
was
quarterback's
good.
got a cool name though. Jake Howell. Might not be Jake. It's Howell
I
though,
think
right?
it's Sam Howell.
Sam, even cooler than Jake.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I think they'll be last in the division though. I think Giants will be third.
Yeah, that's the toss-up. I just have no faith in Daniel Jones, and I think Saquon's going to pack it in because he wants more money.
Yeah, being a running back and getting franchise tags just got to be the worst thing because if you have a really good season, people are like, oh, that's a lot of wear and tear on your body. If you have a bad season, he's not worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
He needs to get minimum touches and take every touch to the house.
Yeah.
If you could just not get tackled and have 2 touchdowns a game, but only carry the ball twice, easy money.
I see this as an absolute win.
Yeah. I don't want to be the first one to say it, but the Eagles might be 16-1.
No, because Jalen Hurts.
Don't even have to look at their schedule. Oh, nobody's scoring a point on that.
Oh,
That
people
one
will
game,
score.
did they play the Lions? I didn't see them on the schedule.
They played the Lions last year. I guess you just don't get how schedules work.
Oh, I just don't pay attention to the worst division in football, the NFC North.
No, it's
I was going to say the NFC East just sent 3 teams to the playoffs. So
No, I pay attention to that. Not who
okay,
they
so
play,
clearly
though. Shut the fuck up!
lock you into fucking circles.
You've got me trapped and bamboozled.
It's
Commanders,
because
though,
GPT is telling me everything to say right now.
you just got it in your earpiece. Those headphones aren't even into the computer. It's just Chat GPT fueling him. I'm arguing with a robot. Commanders, though, definitely finishing 4th in that one.
Yeah, sick defense, but man, like you can't have that big of a question mark. Like their team's good. They have a
their
good
team is
roster.
so good. Like their quarterback holds them back by a lot, but at the same time,
yeah,
I do think that they're gonna. I don't have any faith in the Giants. They won a lot of really close games, and Daniel Jones was playing for money, and now that he's got it, I just don't. Tell me who are the receivers on the Giants?
yeah. Like,
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Like, I don't see them being able to grind it out like they did last year.
yeah, that's very true. Like the Commanders have a better roster across the board.
No,
Yeah,
for real. Ask ChatGPT who was a fucking receiver on the Giants.
I've already canceled out of it.
Okay.
I think Darius Slayton's still there.
Also, it looks like 2021 is the cutoff, so I don't know if that's going to be helpful.
Smart for the humans to limit AI's knowledge to 2 years ago.
We're always 2 years in advance on it.
Yeah. What should I do? Well, not go outside because it's the height of COVID.
Why don't you FaceTime a friend?
You know, I can actually see Dallas having a fall off, though, in all honesty.
Yeah, but I
fucking
think a
hope
fall off
so.
still puts them second in the division.
Yeah, I would agree with you. But I think that they're probably like a grind out a 10-win kind of season for them.
Oh, yeah. So Dallas is just having a fall off, getting 10 wins, but the Lions, we can't see 10 wins.
I don't know have I ever seen a 10-win Lion team in my life?
You for sure have.
When
They lost to the Cowboys in the playoffs.
Yeah, 2016, right? Or
15 or 16?
Yeah. They
I
won
didn't
10
watch
games
football
that
that year. Took that year off.
We actually watched that game at your house with Dawson. And at your house, your dad's house. He was very upset. Oh no, he was stoked. But it was touch and go.
Yeah, that sounds like football with Dawson. Okay. NFC West. Tristan, take it away.
Niners won. I kind of think the Rams might have a little bounce back here. Get second in the division. Seattle be third. Arizona will have a top 3 pick.
Yeah.
Right, because Kyler Murray's not ready to go till deep into the season, I think, right?
I still haven't heard anything saying he's actually like here this season at all. The last thing I saw was he's like still out this whole year.
Children have tons of growth hormone. He'll bounce right back.
He might come back taller and stronger.
No, his bones are fused.
Metal bones,
done-
put
he's done
ChatGPT in his helmet, let him go. Unleash the bees. But I think the Rams are going to have a good bounce back season. They're also
I
super
think so,
banged
too.
up, and like Sean McVay's still good. If he's around, he's probably like, okay, I'll try again this year.
Yeah, I think this is like the last year for them. I think that they make a push for playoffs, slightly miss. Actually, they might get in and lose first round. The NFC is fucking bad.
I could see them sending 2 from the NFC West.
The Niners should walk away with this division, though. Especially now that they have, 7 quarterbacks on their roster?
Well, and they're allowed to dress 3 without costing a roster spot.
Yeah. I think Sam
weird that
Darnold
that
might
was-
walk away with this job.
He could do good there. It's what he's needed. The perfect defense around him at all times.
All
And an
quarterbacks that
unbelievable
haven't
offense.
every quarterback that's been in that system has looked good except Trey Lance, which is kind of funny.
He's had the
And
least amount of
he
time in
looks
it.
so bad.
Yeah, to be fair, like he played in a monsoon the one game he got to play the whole time, but like it's not like he looked great before he got his leg pulled off that second game.
If you were like Lynch right now, would you consider selling Lance to the highest bidder? Like right now, as that like last article came out saying he looks better thrown with like Patrick Mahomes. Who wants
I
him?
think that's why they put that out there. They were shopping him and not getting bites.
Yeah.
Okay, I genuinely think that. So, that's the response that their phone got.
I think they're gonna end up getting rid of him for like a 3rd round pick. Like
I don't think they'll get a third.
I think someone's gonna get hurt, and I think someone will send him a 3rd. I think
So you heard it here first. Trey Lance will be starting Week 7 for the Baltimore Ravens against the Detroit Lions.
No, the Ravens don't need a backup. They have 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks. What part of this are you not understanding?
I don't know.
He's-
I guess
he's
all
right.
of it. Yeah, they do. They're not denying that. I just don't think they have 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks that can make it to Week 7. Especially with their strength and conditioning coach hitting them with fucking nickels in a sock during training camp.
They fired their strength and conditioning department and their training department, luckily.
Didn't fix
Okay.
anything because they just lost a receiver for the whole year.
Oh, some guy off someone else's practice squad.
That's where it starts. Next one
That is where it
flowers.
starts. It's because they don't have any lead in their fucking drinking water in Maryland. It's just a ton of
No,
limestone.
they eat soft shell crab and it turns them into soft shelled humans.
Yeah. No, I agree with Tristan across the board.
All
the
right.
only switcheroo would be if Seattle managed to have a miracle season, or if like the Rams just absolutely fall apart again. But I really do think the Rams have a bounce back year. I think that they're like a 10-win team. Obviously, if Matt Stafford goes
they
down,
can't be as
that
bad.
completely changes. But although they do have that
Stetson
what's his
Bennett's a
name?
dog,
Stetson
but
Bennett.
he also but he also is like he's good and was fun in college, but he had by far the most talented team around him. Like they were across the board better at every position against everyone they played, maybe other than quarterback. Yeah. So probably benefited from that.
Maybe a little. I agree though.
You're allowed to drink and drive if you're famous though in LA, so he's got that going for him.
I guess he doesn't have a college degree, so he's got to hang his hat on something. Fucking idiot.
NFC South,
NFC South.
worst division in football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
worse than the AFC South.
Yep. Yeah. For this one, give me Atlanta, Carolina, Bucks, Saints. Saints, Bucks, sorry.
Oh my!
I think I'm going Saints, Panthers, Bucks, Atlanta.
I think so too.
No, you got to get. Sorry, give me Saints at top. I forgot they got Derek Carr now.
Yeah,
Like, he's not a world record, but in that shitty 4-team whirlwind, that's enough.
he's gonna throw for
so
like
yeah,
6,000
Saints.
yards this year.
And 6,000 interceptions. He's going to be
Oh,
James
yeah.
Winston.
Oh yeah, but like
Yeah.
tons.
Michael
of
Thomas, again, might not even play.
No,
He's gonna play one
the
game.
Panthers will be second.
And it's
think
not
the Panthers
gonna
will
be week
win.
1.
The Panthers will be fighting for above 500. I think they'll be a
I agree.
decent team. They'll be in the hunt for a while.
Yep, I agree.
Desmond Ritter.
The Falcons are fun, but like I don't know.
Here's my
They're
theory.
going
I
to
think
just
the
tout that
Falcons.
fucking rock.
I think that exactly. I think they're going to run the ball a million times, just grind out some games, but they're going to lose almost every single game this year. And then they're just going to have the first overall pick and just be able to absolutely do like a leapfrog when they get their quarterback. Because you can't look at what Desmond Ridder did and been like, hey, yeah, this guy's got it. Like, he's probably our guy. I think that they purposely did.
Well, he came in like
up.
week 8 or 9.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think you purposely are bad this year to get your quarterback of the future next year with the first overall pick, and you have all your pieces. Otherwise, why do you draft a running back at, top 10?
Yeah.
Hey,
Again, they got fun
there's-
skill
yeah.
position players.
Oh yeah, they do.
I think the Bucks will be bad. I think the Bucks might be the worst team in that division.
Bucks
They're
are gonna be
old
really
and
bad.
also don't have Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think the Bucks are
I
going to
think
sell
Baker
some pieces
Mayfield will
this year
do
too.
fine there, but yeah, they'd be smart too. So
They do. Here's the thing,
Well,
though.
that's
If
the NFC.
you have a shitty division, it's tempting to be like, yeah, we could make a push for the playoffs because like our division's really bad, right? Like you win your division,
Yeah, and the conference
you're in really
is
good shape.
a little bit of a crapshoot.
Like it's
And
very
you don't
tempting
have
to not.
Kansas City in your division, so you always have a shot.
Yep. So it's tempting to not tank on purpose.
it's just hard when the other 3 teams around you are all fucking doing it too.
Yeah,
But if one of them if one of them commits to the tank, they'll be the division leader for the next 5 years.
yeah,
It's true. If one of them were to do this and do this right, they're fucking laughing.
Yeah, if
But-
you put that kid from USC on Atlanta, I think that's a fucking deadly offense. You
yeah.
got a good O-line, you got a great running back, you got one of the tight, like, what's his face? Pitts might have the most upside as a pass-catching tight end in the league right now. He's not the best, but he has the upside to beat it.
For sure. You have Drake London. Like you got lots of good pieces there. That's what I mean. Like take a step back this year, purposely be bad, and just
Yeah.
go from there.
Well, they should listen.
We know what we're doing.
AFC?
AFC.
Where do you want to start?
Start with the South.
Oh God,
Jags.
Jags.
Yeah, Jags are winning this division, then it's just a train wreck behind. Probably
Jags,
the Titans and
Titans,
then Colts,
Texans.
Texans. I think the Colts with Anthony Richardson will be fun, but he
I'm a
he
big
was
fan.
bad with Florida. Like he didn't play good.
Didn't he only play
He
like
Like he was
10
so
games?
athletic. Pardon?
Didn't he only play like 10 games?
I think it was very mediocre the whole time. But man, he's athletic as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk? I know this is like the second time I've referenced him this episode, but second coming of Jameis Winston, that's all I see in Anthony Richardson. Just like,
He's way more athletic though.
but just the way he can fucking push that football so impossibly far, but like you think he would be crazy athletic, but he's still like not crazy athletic. I don't know.
He just set the record for like everything you can test a quarterback at the combine for. What do you mean?
But like, no, go watch him actually like play. It's not like watching like Lamar at Louisville. You were like, holy fuck. Versus Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, the tape is
It's-
super uninspiring.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the best way to put it. Like, it's just for what he did at the combine. You sit
No,
there
he's
and you
super
watch
athletic and just not great at football. I think
Yeah.
is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, just like Jameis.
Yeah.
Jameis was
So
blind.
I'm excited for her though.
Yeah, Jameis also didn't like. I don't think he was ever like, oh, an athletic specimen. He just won 1,000 games in Florida State when they were allowed to pay their players, and then he went blind.
And Mia Khalifa was still banging players back then too.
That would
Good old
definitely get a
days.
team to win.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be super fun on the Colts, so I'm actually like
Yeah.
excited to see how that
I
goes,
think-
and I want him to do good.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Plus, their roster is still good enough around. We're like, man, it'll be fun. He's gonna run a ton this year.
Yeah, they played so many shitty fucking games last year, like the Colts, because they just like their offense was just stuck. Like,
because Matt
bad.
Ryan couldn't even do a drop back. Like, they'll be better by just being like, okay, Richardson or Taylor are fucking running this. Stop it.
Every play.
Or Quentin Nelson might get a snap or two.
I like that. But Texans with CJ Stroud.
Bad.
Hey, they made huge splashes. They'll be more fun, but they're adding a cool quarterback and then a pass rusher. Like, you're not jumping up. Your roster's still pretty bad.
You also got a defensive minded head coach. Like, you're not blowing the doors off anybody. That's going to be a run the ball 30, 40 times a game with QB or running back and try to play solid defense.
Yeah,
That's
Stroud's
gonna be a
good. I
boring
think
team.
it's a good pick. They'll be there soon, but I don't think it's what they added is enough to jump out of that basement yet. But it could be, like, I wouldn't be shocked if they're better than the Colts, but I think it's like both teams might be top 5 picks again.
And we're all feeling like the Titans roll in at number 2, eh? They just get a hall pass.
I think they'll be like a 7-win team, and I think that's second in that division.
Yeah, they're largely still
then if
intact from last year.
Yeah, like, they'll run the ball, and they got fine-ish defense. I bet you if we pull up the Jaguar schedule, though, I could talk us all into 15-3. Or 2, however that math works out.
They're going to be fucking 9-1 again.
It's going to be a January showdown between the Lions and the Jags.
Yeah.
All Kitty Bowl, which would be fitting to not include Cincinnati.
Oh, I'd be so mad. Oh, so mad. No, that all checks out with me. And I'm the gatekeeper to the AFC South, so good. AFC West.
Ooh.
I'll start with this one. I fucking hate these guys. The Chiefs are number 1.
Yeah.
Specifically Patrick.
Yep.
Number 2 for me is going to be Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders because
he just had surgery.
I don't care.
I don't think the Raiders knew he needed this foot surgery.
Whatever.
He's not
Probably
a
on his
runner.
fucking probably
No,
on his
he's not.
wiener from all the pound and vaj he's doing in that town.
Probably.
Unlike our friends coming in at number 3, the Chargers, because Brandon Staley's not a winner and that team's made of fucking losers. And I think they just implode this year. And then number 4, the Broncos. They're going to be fun with all that they've done, but they're still number 4 in that division.
I'm
don't
going to
think
go
they'll be fun.
Chiefs. Yeah, I think Chiefs at 1. I think Broncos at 2. I think Chargers at 3, and I think Raiders at 4.
Big Sean Payton guy?
I think Sean Payton gets a lot out of them. Also,
You saw that picture of what he's packing, eh? That little meat hog.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson also has stopped saying let's
It's
ride.
the off season. He's not talking to anyone.
Are you kidding me? No, Russell Wilson's talking to anyone that'll listen, and he is feeling lean and mean. So that's his new thing this year. So I'm all in on that.
Has he stopped
someone
doing fucking high knees on the red eye to their game?
That's why I think the Broncos are going to be last, because Russell Wilson's teammates fucking hate him.
No, as somebody who's lumpy and grumpy, I would love to be lean and mean.
I got Chiefs at 1, Chargers at 2, Raiders at 3, Broncos at 4. I think the Broncos are still like a 5 or a 6-win team. They traded away so many pieces.
How many weeks after the week 1 schlicking that the Chiefs get laid on them till they bounce back?
I honestly
like after Detroit just murks them.
No, that was Detroit's 1 loss in the first 10 games. I don't know if you were listening.
I think you're wrong.
Pat Mahomes has no distractions. His brother's in prison because he's a fucking creep. His wife's busy
he's
with this kid.
He's
He
already
might
out of
actually-
prison.
He might set every tangible quarterback record this year known to man. Career and single season.
Just cause.
No distractions. Get rid of that creep brother of yours and set the world on fire.
No doubt, man. And he has a bionic leg, I assume.
And he definitely gets to play the
I like
Bengals
this
again, so he's going to
conversation.
beat up on them.
Week
Yeah,
17.
Just a
gonna be
little
good.
cherry on top of the undefeated season.
Oh, don't say things like that. Yuck.
Watch that knock the Bengals out of the playoffs in a shocking turn of events.
Well, it's going to be for clinching the AFC. God, I hope that's not what they're fucking playing for. Stressed. Okay. AFC East. Who wants it? Tristan, take it away. You fucking love this division, don't you?
No, but it's a fun division. I think this will be the most fun division in football this year.
Okay.
I think the Bills will win it. I think the Dolphins will be second, then the Pats, and I think Aaron Rodgers is not the guy.
So the most fun division in football ends the exact same way it ended last year.
Yeah,
Fun.
Simpsons is the same thing every year, and it's still always good. Give me the same stuff.
Good save.
More of the same, more of the same.
Yeah. I don't think it'll actually be the most fun division in football, but like it's feisty. I think Aaron Rodgers throws a fun wrinkle in it. They'll probably. I take that back. I think the Dolphins are gonna shockingly be last in that division.
Because Tua's
And I
going to
think-
get hurt week 1.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of Tua can't play. I think Mac Jones doesn't finish the season for the Pats. I hope the Jets miss the playoffs barely, like last week type of thing. And
I
then
think
Aaron
the Jets will
Rodgers
miss it.
retires.
AFC is just too tight. I don't think the Jets get in. Because I think they get swept by the Bills.
And they also just made like Aaron Rodgers is a good pickup for sure. But why just start signing all these fucking old dudes?
From the Packers.
Yeah, man. Like Randall Cobb is not moving the needle. You had a good wide receiver core, but he's going to fight to get him into the game way too much. Didn't they get Mercedes Lewis again for fucking year 18 or something?
Did
I
they?
don't know if
They
they
brought
signed
one of
him.
his coaches over too, right?
They did. Nathaniel Hackett is the right.
Yeah.
OC.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, the Jets are in a good organization. I don't think this is going to end up awesome for them.
No, I think that they finished third in the division. I think it's Bills, Miami, Jets, Pats. I think the Pats are real bad. They have absolutely no pieces through the draft.
Yeah.
They have a Chicago Bears-esque number of tight ends on their team. It's just fucking bizarre the way they constructed that franchise. So, Pats finished last. Dolphins are second. Unless Tua is like dead, then Dolphins pull the trigger and give Broncos back a pick. And are not Broncos. They go to San Fran and get Trey Lance, who also then promptly gets hurt.
Yeah.
Would that be
I was
the
honestly-
first
I was-
time any
I was
of us
kinda
have seen
thinking-
the Pats finish at 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us would have seen that. Weird.
Yeah, I actually something similar. I was gonna throw this in as a wrinkle a little bit later, like when we do a dive on the Pats. I think Trey Lance is going to them. I think halfway through the year, both teams will just be like at fuck it points. Like the Niners will know he's never going to be their guy because he just lost to Brock Purdy throwing lefty and Sam Darnold, and the Pats aren't going to finish the season with Mac Jones.
Yeah, but they got Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, I think we saw how that turned out. They went back to Mac Jones.
That was Matt Patricia's decision. That was a bad decision.
But,
Bills,
yeah,
are they? How many wins they finished the season with? Give me a schedule breakdown. I'll pull it up here. We'll walk through it.
We're doing this one again.
I'm curious. I want to
Give
see
people
what...
what they want.
Yeah. And this is what I want. Week 1, they play the Jets on the road. That's a sneaky little game to open up against, eh?
Is that not the Monday Nighter?
That's September 11th, too. That is Aaron Rodgers' fucking Hall of Fame game right there.
That's the Monday Nighter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bills by 10.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go Bills with this one.
No, that's why you don't have your green card yet. Bills.
Okay, I know I do this a lot. Looking at the Bills' schedule, I don't see a loss until week 12.
Okay, what do we have
Just
week 12?
Getting ahead of it, I think they are 11-0 going into Philadelphia.
Okay, you saw what the Bengals did to them last year, right?
No one did.
Yeah, everyone has a bad day, dude.
It's just a shame we have to play in fucking snow, eh, Buffalo?
Anyways, yeah, so the Bills go
Okay.
Jets, Raiders, Commanders. Should be 3-0.
Yeah.
Dolphins, toss up. It's in
Where is
Buffalo,
it?
though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Buffalo. So probably win. Then Jacksonville. They should beat the Jags. If the Giants are what Dillon has convinced me they will be, they'll beat the Giants. So now we're at 6-0. Then they play the Pats, who you were thinking is the worst team in that division. Probably beat them. Then they play the Bucks.
4 days
Bad
later.
team. Ooh, yeah, the Thursday nights. But they should beat them. Then they got Cincinnati. Realistically, that'll be a close game as long as
It doesn't
everyone
snow.
stays upright.
They did the second time they played and it wasn't fucking close.
Yeah, but it was snowing.
I also think
It's gonna
playoffs
snow
and
in
regular
upstate New
season.
York.
I think regular season, Josh Allen is better than playoff Josh Allen.
I'll say it right now. Regular season Josh Allen was going to get fucking killed too. But anyways,
Easy to
We'll
say
never-
that when the game wasn't played.
it's true. It's so true.
Yeah, they'll beat the Broncos. So if they beat the Bengals, they got the Broncos, then they got the Jets again, then they got the Eagles. Like, they have a schedule they should walk through.
And then just downhill, eh?
Then they got the Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys. That's a tough stretch. Should beat the Chargers, should beat the Pats again, then the Dolphins. Like, they should win 15 games.
What a fluffy little
Nah,
schedule. eh?
they'll win 14 games. 13 or 14 is going to be my thing, just because weird shit
13
happens.
was going to be my ceiling.
Ceiling? No. I think that's their floor.
I think
13
like 11.
was what they finished with last year, right?
Yeah.
13? Yeah.
13-3, yeah.
13-4.
They didn't play
Oh, shit. Keaton's right.
fucking guy. Yeah, 13-win team though.
Yeah.
I could
I
see.
think, 13 or 14.
Josh Allen's good at things. Stephon Diggs good at things. What do we got left?
AFC North.
Dillon, lead us off, buddy. I just want to hear you say it.
Ravens first, Bengals second, Steelers third, Browns fourth.
I think the Bengals they had their stretch. You had your shot. You got absolutely demoralized in the AFC Championship, and I think it's all downhill. I think Steelers right the ship, win the division. Ravens will be 2. Those will be the 2 playoff teams. Then it'll be Browns. Then we'll go Bengals. Just reeling.
Whoa.
That was a spiteful
I never want a
pick.
podcast with you guys ever. You have been reciting that since I fucking opened my mouth against your quarterback.
Trade agrees.
The goddamn Titan train. Get it out of your system, Titan train. Get it out.
No, for real though. I got Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns. I do have the Steelers second though. I'm high on them. I have no reason to. but
the worst quarterbacks in the
they
division.
just signed Trubisky through 2026.
They
They got a Pro Bowl quarterback at backup.
Former.
They did just extend him too.
Well, Lamar Jackson's a former Pro Bowl quarterback. Then
No, Lamar Jackson was elected to the Pro Bowl last year as well. Because he chose not to go. He still won the voting. Tristan just
I chose
freeze.
not to go either.
You got no votes.
I think he's. We'll never know.
Shut.
Recount the ballots. I'm gonna go. Yeah, Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers for me.
Ooh.
But
Steelers last.
all teams. Yeah, they're still gonna finish like above 500 because Mike Tomlin. But I think this offseason of having Deshaun Watson, like he got football under his belt. I think he's gonna be good. I don't know that he's gonna be like Deshaun of the old, but I think he'll do enough. And then like they can run their way to fucking 8 wins if they wanted to.
But they won't.
They could run their way to 10 wins, and that's their issue. They won't, and so they'll
won't.
settle for somewhere around 9.
We talking Browns? Whatever I said, Keaton cursed my laptop and it shut off.
Good. And I'm about to
Because
do
you
it
poured
again.
water on it.
Yeah. It's got all that goddamn AI.
That's probably it.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that I've got the Bengals, then we're going to have the Ravens at 2, Browns at 3, Steelers are going to be 4. So
Yeah, that I could see that. I think the Browns are such a wild card. I think the Steelers just have a good defense and are so well coached that
they don't have that great
if the
of a
Ravens,
defense, though.
if the Ravens are hurt and TJ Watt's healthy, I think I'd give the Steelers the edge to get second. Browns are such a wild card. They can win the division or be the worst.
They're the
Last
worst,
time
'cause they're
this
the Browns.
a-hole for the Ravens was in the NFL, he had like the top 5 passing yards per game, like in NFL history. And
Who is he coaching?
He was coaching the Browns. No, was it the Browns? Was it the Browns?
I don't think the Browns ever finished the season with like a top 5. in
I
NFL
think it was the
history.
Bucs.
No, Jameis Winston in the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Where he fucking
He was
puts
also
that ball around.
Yeah,
and he was
the
the
30
OC
for 30
for the-
year.
Yeah, he was also the Browns OC the last time they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
when he
And
was
I
with the
think
Browns.
that's a huge difference actually for Baltimore this year because them actually having some receivers, so long as they can stay healthy. For your 2 games against Pittsburgh, you're going to fucking steal those now. Like there's not going to
No.
be any of this close shit. They're just going to walk it.
No, they'll still split
So-
with Pittsburgh.
Who are the receivers? Zay Flowers?
Zay Flowers, Odell,
Rashad
The
Bateman,
Porsche.
Nelson Aguilar, and Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely. All
and the
pass
Porsche.
catchers.
Don't forget the Porsche.
And Prochet, yes, and Devin Duvernay.
Yeah.
It also helps
And
that you have
forget
J.K.
him.
Dobbins, who's averaging most yards per carry in the NFL.
Well, the season hasn't started, so
Well, I mean, last year too.
nobody's averaging the most yards per carry.
Well, if we go by just continuing from last year, he is. So
It's a good thing we don't, though, or else.
My hope for this
Crazy
division is it's
records.
Browns Steelers fighting for the title.
Oh,
You live-
and
you
this
live
is
very
why the
sad
Chicago
and
Bears.
small life.
Yeah.
You live a very sad and small life. You can't cheer for your team, so you cheer against ours.
Yeah.
That's the best part about sports is loving to hate.
Yeah. You boycott the playoffs in the NHL now that the Oilers are out. Have you boycotted the NFL fucking playoffs for flipping ever now, or how's that work?
He's
No,
already
the NFL is
boycotting
the
this
most
year.
well-run. No, the NFL is the
Smart.
best-run sports league. It's entertaining no matter what. I can sit down and watch any football game. I refuse to sit down and watch any hockey game because the NHL is an absolute shit show. It's so poorly run. It makes no sense. The officiating's so wild game to game. I know the NFL has its issues, but it's not nearly as bad as that.
Would you say the NFL is run better than the NBA?
100%.
Oh, okay.
The NFL is what all North American sports aspire to be. It's crooked, but it's run well.
Do you think NCAA aspires to be NFL?
No,
That's why they
NCAA
pay
is
their
losing
players.
all its power for everything.
Yeah.
The NCAA is a shell of what it used to be.
I think the NCAA fucking bag holders are doing just fine. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
thought.
If we're looking at it that way, for sure. I think NCAA now has less power over everything than they did before, right? Like they were fighting the teams changing and kind of switching conferences. They were fighting NIT. Like they've just lost every major battle over the last 5 years because they've lost it, because these schools now know they can get away from it and people are going to watch. Like you'll follow Ohio State if they're not an NCAA team because 10 other teams will pull off and play them.
It's kind of like PGA and Live, but football.
It would be. The Saudis should get into it.
Could you imagine the transfer portal if you knew you were getting $380 million? Just sweet oil money. Anything else? We covered everything.
Who is your
that's
guys'
that.
AI's bad.
Super Bowl pick? Way too early Super Bowl champion.
I'm riding it, man. I think the Chiefs go back to back.
Who?
It's been too long since somebody's done it.
We get we get Super Bowl preview Halloween weekend when
That'd be sick.
Niners host the Bengals.
That would be
And
super sick.
We're gonna get it again, and I'm fucking here for it.
Except now it's Sam
the
Darnold
Bengals won't
running
be.
the drive.
Oh
Yeah. Hopefully by then, though, the Bengals are just treading water and they're not too far behind the Browns, so that game means something for them.
Oh.
For real, though, the more I think about it, the Browns won't be good.
No, they're going to be.
I don't
bad.
trust Deshaun Watson to lead a team well.
Their coach is an absolute idiot. You have that good of an O-line and that good of a running back, and you just refuse to run the ball more than 15 times a game.
It bugs me so much knowing they're going to sweep the Bengals this year, and there's nothing Cincinnati can do about it. Not a goddamn thing. Oh, that team. Erg.
You know what's also funny is just this sense that the Chiefs, like Mahomes will just own the Bengals forever now, but like he was like 0-3, and that one win has just changed everything.
And it
Momentum
was still
swing,
down.
baby.
It was down to the fucking wire.
But it was, like I said, it was absolutely soul crushing. It was just different trajectories for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. And I'm ready to hear it. Like when Orlando Brown lets up a sack against the Chiefs, just the fucking dialogue is going to be, that's why Patrick Mahomes is the smartest GM quarterback of all time. Get him a Purple Heart.
Well, he already has a couple of those.
Yeah, he has
Get him a
Purple Heart.
case for his Purple Hearts.
After this, he's going to get the fucking Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it already?
He'll answer the phone, just be like, oh, Mr. No, you want to give me your bell?
No, there's some good matchups this year.
I would hope so.
Like with the schedule release. It's weird that they did the Thursday night like flex thing, that they decided to go ahead with that. It's actually
so
it's
messy.
not weird at all. And you know what? Jerry Jones said it the best. He's like, that's cool that you guys want to get mad about the fans, but only 7% of NFL fans and viewers have actually been inside of a stadium.
Yeah,
So
no, I get
there's
that.
93% that this doesn't actually fucking impact whatsoever.
I don't care about it from the fan perspective. I get what they're doing. It's funny that the league just got absolutely strong-armed. I don't know why I couldn't say that. by Amazon being like, hey, we paid a bunch of money. We want to dictate some of these matchups. We need a flex spark for this. But the 28 days ahead of time is going to be so muddy. That's like, what, 3 weeks? Like, a lot happens in 3 weeks that can make a enticing matchup not be enticing anymore.
Yeah,
you got to
but
think they're just going to lock
4
that
weeks,
for
3
December,
games,
right?
usually.
Yeah.
What's
but,
up?
They're just going to lock that for December
Okay, but
and just
think
try and get the
about-
they're going to try and
about
get the best flex matchup for that.
But look at Thursday Night Football last year. It was fucking horrendous. They went, 4 weeks without a touchdown on Thursday Night Football?
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that again. You can't have someone sit there and watch Russell Wilson throw the ball 30 times and complete 10 of them for a grand total of 111 yards. Like, you can't do that 3 times in the first 8 weeks.
I couldn't
Well,
remember
you
which
can't- you
team was
can't flex
hogging
the-
all that, but yeah.
You
it
can't
was-
flex it yet, man. It's till week 12.
Yeah, but you got to be able to. What I'm saying is, you got to be able to turn that around. Like, you have to be able to be like, okay, these are going to be more important games. Like, why did Denver have so many primetime games last year at the start of the season? Because they thought they were going to be good, right?
It's going to be the Jets this year.
Yeah, it'll be the exact same thing, just with the Jets, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an anomaly that Denver went and did that fucking bad though in all their prime time
I don't
games.
think
like,
anybody could
it's
have predicted
not-
that.
yeah.
It's not, though.
Even who they were playing though played like shit because Denver's defense was so fucking good
Yeah, you
that these
could've
games
asked.
finished like 9-6.
Yeah, it was a perfect storm of awful, awful football.
Yeah. It's
Kind of like the
great
last
if
2
you
minutes
love
of
defense.
Cincinnati season.
Awful, penalty filled. One might say kind of like the next 10 years of Justin Fields' career. Just dog shit.
You think he's going to
If
play?
it's a 10-year
Anyways.
career, that's a pretty good career, yeah.
Oh, that's counting his college.
You-
So he's already
You
well
said
underway.
next. Yeah, you said next. I don't think you understand how that concept works.
I'll redact my statement.
The next
Retract.
5 episodes of this show are going to be awesome, including the last 4. But not this one. The next,
Yeah,
the
if you
next
count
one.
this episode, you're gonna be miserable like me.
Everybody's going to be able to email us now, though, because that's the first time we've ever said it.
Yes. Anyways, closing thoughts.
Browns are still the Browns. The Lions
I
are
already
going to
forget who
lines
I
up
picked
their
for most of those
season.
divisions. Yep.
Hey, who finishes with the better looking year? CJ Stroud or the other one? For the
Bryce Young.
Panthers. Thank you.
Probably Bryce Young, just because there's way more on the Panthers than there is the Texans.
Yeah, also the
Right, like the
NFC is
Panthers
awful.
traded 9 to 1, right? Like they were a 6-7 win team last year.
Panthers play worse teams.
You lost
Being
your
on the
number 1
NFC.
receiver, but you have other options. Pardon?
The Panthers play in the NFC. You play worse teams more often. Texans play quality
Well, it
football
depends.
teams in the AFC.
So, again, you guys just aren't. I don't think you fully comprehend how these schedules work. So you play your division, then you'll play one full division outside of
Yes.
in your conference, right?
Yes.
Don't
So
they
if
play
you
the
play 75% NFC teams, that's 75% worse teams.
But there's 2 good divisions, right? So you're definitely. Oh no, they play the.
There's,
Yeah, you're right.
There's
you're right.
one good division on that.
If you
side
play
of
the East,
conference.
the NFC East is the best division in football.
Let me put it in a way you'll
So you
understand.
have a
Tristan.
chance.
If the Chicago Bears got to play the AFC North every year, they'd go to the playoffs every year, or they'd at least get their 6. They'd at least get their 6 wins, right? That's the way you think, because the Chicago Bears own the AFC North. I'll say it. I'll admit it. Dillon will.
Well,
too.
that 1 year.
It was an impactful year.
Yeah, it was Mitch Trubisky going undefeated against him.
Yeah.
The last time they did it, they actually only beat one team in that division, and it was the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Fields is 1-0, so.
But they hold the keys to the AFC North, so you beat them, it's kind of like beating everybody.
It's like pistol
I agree with
a
that.
blind kid.
Yeah.
Or the Steelers.
Yeah. Like when Detroit beats the Chiefs week 1, they can stop. It's like they just beat the Super Bowl champions. We've beaten everybody.
That makes
Wow,
us
that
the
they just ended the
champions.
Yeah.
No,
Dillon,
Brett,
who's your Super Bowl pick?
Probably the Niners, honestly.
That'd be cool. I think they'll get to the AFC Championship again, but something catastrophic will happen.
I
they're
think the
fun
Niners.
quarterback.
I think the Niners go through 4 quarterbacks this year, but I just think that team is really good. I think that division's pretty soft. I mean, I don't know. I think they get to play like the cream of the crop on the AFC, so they'll actually be tested versus the Eagles played the AFC
Their
South
matchup in the NFC this year is the East.
What do you mean? Like the Niners play the NFC East?
Yeah, so like that's how it works. You play your division, then you'll play
I
one
know how
division
the
outside the
schedule
conference, then
works.
then you play one team from every division that finished where you are, and then you play one AFC division.
I'm aware.
So when I say they play the East, they play the NFC East, all 4 teams.
Yeah.
Not
So-
back to back, mind you. It'll be different. 2 will be at home, 2 will be away.
For like ever they do this?
No, so then next year it'll be a different division.
Tristan thinks
my
he's so
God.
fucking smart because he can read books.
Yeah, he's got fucking Chat GPT
Yeah, I was
just telling
just
him
gonna
how to
say,
schedule.
I had to ask Chat AI how it worked.
Okay,
Google
know we-
Brad is still talking to me.
Tristan,
Jimmy,
come
okay.
back. Okay, we talked about it a bit like this week in our text there, but I'm gonna spin this for you. Who is your franchise's all-time most hated player?
Most hated?
Cody Parkey.
Ooh.
Most hated.
Yeah, probably Billy
Like,
Cundiff.
hang the banner for how much this guy fucking sucks.
Yeah,
So
Billy
Cody
Cundiff.
Parkey, I think
Or
I
Aaron
get.
Rodgers.
No, for your franchise.
Why Billy Cundiff?
'Cause
Yeah,
you
like that
missed
played on the Bears.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
you
yeah.
missed the kick
Okay.
that would have sent the Ravens to the Super Bowl. They would have won back-to-back instead of just one.
Okay.
Him or fucking Lee Evans. Lee Evans dropped a touchdown pass. That fucking piece of shit, too.
Like in a big game, or
Against the Patriots. Literally,
like
the
once.
play before Billy Cundiff missed the field goal.
Fair. I was kind of leaning into like the world of like the Vontez Burficts kind of
What?
thing. Like where like
what?
Vontez
Oh, are you-
Burfict is like
You hate
universally
Vontez
hated
You
by
no. We're going by who
other
the fan base
franchises.
hates the
Oh.
most.
Other teams hate. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, outwardly hated? Oh,
so yeah.
Ray Lewis
Oh.
was a murderer.
yeah, that's definitely Ray Lewis. People fucking hate him that are Baltimore fans. How you gonna root for someone
And then
who's
he
on
did a bunch
double
of steroids
homicide?
and won a Super Bowl.
Deer antler spray. It's different. It's
And
more
the
steroids.
emotional.
Yeah, and
It's
my head
organic.
doesn't
Yeah, no. You can't inject something that you got from an elk.
Yes, you can. He did it. Then give him superpowers.
I don't know, man. I don't think the Bears have ever been like good enough to in my lifetime.
No,
to
no,
have
it's Justin
other
Fields.
teams
Fuck
openly
that
hate
guy.
him.
It's
No. It's
You're
Chase
just upset.
Claypool. It is Chase Claypool. He's been there for 6
I don't
games,
think he
and it's
counts
him.
yet. Yeah, I don't think he counts. I don't want to get into why Keaton hates Justin Fields. I feel like that's a different podcast entirely.
Called I Hate Justin.
we can get into it. No. Okay.
Externally,
Now
I
you
think the
got-
Bears'
I'm
most
trying to
hated
think.
player is Brian Urlacher. People fucking hate Brian Urlacher.
Well, yeah, because
especially after he
Blue
went
Lives Matter,
crazy.
right?
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, that's probably a good one. And he has hair now.
Yeah, which is
And it
weird.
doesn't
Why'd
look
you shave your
good.
head for so long, weirdo?
Stop hiding your barbed wire tattoo. It's dope.
I think he added a bit more to that. Yeah. I think, like, from other fan bases, probably Vontez perfect for the Bengals. But, like, I guess thinking it's, like, a fan base
That's
who...
the thing.
See, and
Yeah,
I'm the same
I
way
think
about Ray
Vontez is
Lewis.
dope.
I
I
liked
wouldn't
the way
actually
they
say
kind
Ray
of
Lewis
played.
would be the guy. Yeah,
I'll
Ray
tell
Lewis
you
was
who I
fun.
fucking hate. It's Andy Dalton and AJ Green. Fuck those guys. And Tyler Boyd. Fuck him too. I hate those.
I'll
two
tell you
people
who
so
I
much.
fucking hate. As a Raven, for me, it's Bart Scott. There's not a bigger piece of shit on the planet.
So let's say he's a Jet,
mean
not a Raven.
New York Jets. Yeah,
No.
New York Jets
If you
fire.
ask him, he's fucking got a statue in there somewhere. So,
I mean, they didn't do a great job
yeah.
on Ray Lewis's statue by all accounts, but I don't think it looks anything like Bart Scott.
nope. Bart just points his red laser pointer at it and says, "Yeah, that's the dot coach is what he's talking about. we killers." Oh fuck, he's a loser. For like a Bengal that like Bengals fans would hate though, I don't know. There's what's his face that dropped that interception before, like in the Super Bowl, that would have like sealed it in the end zone.
I mean, you think Eli Apple's pretty far up there?
No, because if you actually watch like Bengals football, like he wasn't actually bad.
What about that linebacker that like tried to pull down Cooper Kupp in the Super Bowl and got the holding penalty?
Go rewatch that play.
Or how about the
Was it
other
Knox?
linebacker who tackled Patrick Mahomes out of bounds? Super late.
Joseph
late.
Asai, I bet you probably actually has a lot of people that don't like him. I still like him because Patrick really played that one up. He should have got a fucking Oscar along with that Purple Heart.
It could
he
probably
might.
be the head coach for taking Joe Mixon off the field when they needed a yard in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that guy, he does not ride any fucking heat for that ridiculous decision. That was such a bad
call.
He had 4 yards on the carry before and like 9 on the one before that.
We're the only
So
people
he
talking
was
about
tapped.
He averaged like 8 yards a carry that whole drive.
it. Yeah, like
And
I
now
know the
Samaj
play-
Perrine's fucking RB1 in Denver. So,
Man, that sucks. The
no,
Bengals lost
Zach
their best
Taylor
running
doesn't get
back.
it. Actually does suck. But then they drafted a Canadian running back, so that's cool.
I
If
guess.
this was hockey,
Yeah.
that's a good call.
He's the next Wayne
This is
Gretzky.
hockey. What are they? The Orlando Bengals? Fucking hockey capital of the world. I'm going to wedge that in wherever I can, by the way.
I don't even know what you just said. Call it.
Call it. Time of death. 8:19.
Whatever happened to peace. This was a contentious episode.
It was. 3 of us are combustible.
Life's this game of inch. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is family.
On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and playoffs. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch.
I tell you what.
I mean, I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got, though.